Hi, this is Danica and I build WordPress membership site, and in this video we're gonna continue on the series where we have answered some questions that I saw in some Facebook group, and we're gonna go over with that one. And for this video we're gonna talk about lesson schedule. So before we proceed with the tutorial, most of the question regarding this is how do I drip my content. Like example, if you just want to release one lesson per week or something like that, then the lesson schedule functionality can help you on this one. Now we're gonna dive into the documentation first that LearnDash provide, and then we're gonna go over and try that ourselves. So let's get started. Okay, so in their documentation they have here lesson schedule, and it says the lesson schedule allows you to make a lesson available at a specific time. A lesson can become available immediately or at some point in the future. You have the following options. So again, we have immediately released, enrollment-based, so it will be available, like example, 7 days after the enrollment. You could also do specific date. Do note that at the time of this recording, I don't see any options that we could do this in a course or in a topic. So we're gonna focus on the lesson schedule. But I know that we could, like if you integrate Memberium with LearnDash and have it like tag based, you could control it more in there, because you could say if whether you're using ActiveCampaign or Keap, you could have a funnel in there that says give access to this course after a certain date. And that's really the advantage of using Memberium with your membership site, especially with LearnDash, because it gives you that capability. But if your course does not need that fancy or advanced functionality, and you just want to stick to what LearnDash could do, then you have the lesson schedule as an option. So if you check first the course settings so that I could show you, as you can see here, we don't have any options for time-based. There's nothing in here for that one, though we could enable and disable the course access expirations. This controls their access, like example, maybe after 7 days, if this is just a trial course, something like that, you want to expire your access, or maybe after 6 months, then you need to expire access to this course. Really depends on how you structure your content and how you need your programs to work. So you do have that option here, but still it does not give you that functionality to drip it, to have it automatically released or automatically enrolled for your members for courses. But again, you could do that with the help of Memberium, and then you could create a funnel, whether you're using ActiveCampaign or Keap, and do the customizations in there. So I think I've showed you in my past video how the dripping works with Memberium and ActiveCampaign, and I'm gonna link that somewhere in this video or maybe in the description how that works, because that's gonna be exactly similar. Once you install Memberium on your website, then LearnDash will accept that integration, and then they too could work together very nicely. So again, you have the option for the access period, and you could also do data deletion. Again, if you have any question regarding whatever is added in here, because maybe in the future they're gonna change this, then you could just click this question link, and that will give you a short description of what it does. Now, the lesson part, this is how it looks. So let's just, I'm going to collapse this other section in here. So let's focus on this lesson release schedule. So as what we have seen in their documentation, we have 3 options: immediately, enrolled-based, and then specific date. So that's exactly the same to what we have in here. Immediately, this lesson is made available on course enrollment. So if I enroll now to the course, I get access to this lesson immediately. Now for the enrollment base, it says the lesson will be available number of days after the course enrollment. So let's just say you want them to start on this lesson 2 days after they enrolled because you want them to finish your onboarding process first, something like that. It really depends. Or maybe each lesson 1 is immediately, and then lesson 2 is 1 day after the course enrollment. So that means you have a per day lesson release for your course. Last but not the least is the specific date, where the lesson will be available on the specific date that you set up. So in here, you could set the month. So example, I want this release maybe on June, something like that, and then the date, and then I could even set the time in here. So maybe something like that. So you could do that thing here. I think this is military time format for sure. So that's how the lesson release schedule works. So we're gonna test this, but first let's just check how the topic settings look, just to show you. So right now, there's no option to drip it like the lesson. So you only have that lesson schedule or dripping capability in the lesson LearnDash. But again, you could, once you install, example, Memberium, if you really need to drip all of your content from courses to topics to lessons, I highly suggest you check out Memberium and then integrate that with ActiveCampaign or Keap, and that will do the automation for you because it's gonna be tag based and you could control it in your funnel and not just rely on what you see in here. So an example that I could think about in here is, example, if you offer like a 7-day free series videos, you could take advantage of this and use this scheduling option. So let's just try this out. So I'm gonna go to the courses first, and then I think that was course 1, and then in the lesson here there's so maybe I'm just gonna create a new one so that I don't mess with my record in here. So I'm gonna create a new course. Okay, so I just created my course for here, and if I click here, I could see, so let me just change this to free, and then I'm gonna go to my lessons in here. So lesson 1, 2, and 3. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this one by one, but again, you could do this by the time that you create your lesson, but since I have created mine using the builder itself, so I could also just edit that here, and that will point me to the exact same page where I just opened earlier. So now let's change how the lessons are released. So the first one, we're gonna do immediate, so we're just gonna release it right away, and then the lesson 2, we're gonna delay this for 1 day, and then let's just say on the lesson 3, I want it to be specific date so that you could see like the difference. So I want this in May, let's just say 2022. I'm gonna leave this 18, something like that. Now, if I refresh here, I'm still an admin, so it's not gonna, I could not see that thing working. So what I could do is, I'm going to go to my dashboard here, and I'm gonna go to my test account. And then I'm gonna switch as this user, but to easily do that, I'm gonna install a plugin. Since I'm testing this, you could install this plugin, user switching, and what it does, it allows you to view as that member. I think if you use Uncanny tool, they also have this default capability. Same with Memberium. If you install Memberium, they have this options already. So if it's already available, then you don't need it, but there should be some indicator now that I could switch. Okay, so I could now switch after I installed that user switching plugin. So let's just view as this member. And I'm gonna view the site, and I'm gonna go to the courses, course 4. And it says available. Well, the lesson 1 does not have a course access and so on, but the specific date, the one that we have set as a specific date in here, as you can see, it says available on May 22, 6 p.m. So that is military time format, and then it does show the date in here. Now, if I take this course, the lesson 1 is open right away. Like, I could access this immediately and I could mark this complete. But then lesson 2, it says available on May 19. So it's gonna be tomorrow for me. And that is the message. And I need to just go back to the courses because everything is locked for now. So that's how the lesson schedule works. I hope this video does help. And again, as always, if you have any question regarding LearnDash or in this video that maybe you're still having hard time with, let me know. Feel free to comment that down below because I'm still, like, for this channel, I really want to answer those questions and help you guys, because LearnDash is very, like, one of the powerful LMS plugin out there, other than the plugins that I mentioned in this channel. So LearnDash has been proven to work for creating courses with WordPress. So far, they keep on updating this stuff. And then they even have more and more integrations right now. So they have Keap, they have Uncanny, they have BuddyBoss for theme, and so on. And then if you use different page builder, they also have a certain capability like in Elementor or Devi that you could do if you use those. So yeah, let me know and comment that down below your questions, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I could. So I hope this video helps. I'm gonna try to search for more questions like this and record a video for that in the future. But yeah, thanks for watching and I really appreciate your support. Please click that subscribe and bell notification button so that I keep you posted whenever I post videos like this. And yep, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.